Hi, I'm Yisrael Yakovson, CEO of NoStack. I want to show you a tool we've just put out called NSFlip that allows you to be able to generate from a sample application a template that other people can use or you yourself can use very easily. Really, unlike a lot of templates, the big difference here is that you can create it one time and then update it whenever you want to. You can literally regenerate your own code and all of your custom changes will remain and somebody else is maintaining the template. This is going to be for the blue person here in this display. I'm going to show you how you can take a sample code base and template it, and then somebody else, probably in another video, can learn how to use it to create a project and maintain that project by changing the metadata, and somebody else can actually be programming code for them. And there's a testing system built in that allows you to make sure that none of the changes made are going to break when you regenerate. So this is a new way of handling maintenance of software in a distributed way. Steps for creating a template involve 3 steps. The first step is using the new template command, which is what I'm going to do in this video. And then in other videos, I'll deal with the second and third. I want to be able to create from a CLI that I created using Oakleaf, a new template that allows anyone to be able to make a similar CLI very easily. So just to show you Oakleaf, you can look it up very easily. It's a framework for creating CLIs very quickly, command line interface tools. So I created one that allows you to be able to maintain several types of projects at one time. And if you go from one machine to another, then you can just push all of them on a list. The list is stored on a file, say in Dropbox, and then you can pull all of everything based on whatever changes that you had pushed from when you left. So it's a way of being able to handle many projects, and I called it Projectory. So let's say I want to create from that a specific template that'll handle all that. Well, the first step, you have to have the tool itself created somewhere. So I happen to have that in a file in CLI Projectory. I'll show you in a moment. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything based on the online instructions here. The first step here is to install NSFlip, which I won't do, of course, because I've got it on my machine, but you can follow these steps. And the second step then is create the actual template itself, which you can do calling new template. So it's going to ask you basic questions, and I'm just going to keep it the default as much as possible. This is probably the most important question. What is the path to the sample code base you want to use? So let's do temp CLIs Projectory. I mean, that's where it is, I happen to know. And then you want to name it something. Let's name it Oakleaf Multi Travis, because I'm using Travis for the CI. What keywords would describe it? I'm going to say generally this is Oakleaf Multi. The reason for this, by the way, is that if my users wanted in the future to switch between this one and another one, maybe they didn't want Travis, they wanted to use something else, they could do that easily. So, and as long as they're made, templates can be made switchable the same way as with WordPress. These we can keep as defaults for now. Notice that when we ran this, part of the output was a set of variables that they recommend that we paste into the browser. There we go. Also save them. Let's save them as a Scratch file. Those are a list of declarations of variables that we can then use when we're following the instructions on the documentation to be able to generate our own examples. And you can also see that what we've created right now is a full template directory containing stuff that we're going to fill out in the next step. So now we're ready to go on to the next step of being able to add what we need to add to make it functional.